What up, y'all? I'm on a roll. Yeah. Uh, Looking like Casper, the fucking friendly ghost out this hole. But I explained the hair situation in the last video, and yeah, I know I'm making a second video. I ain't give y'all even a chance to watch the first one, which I suggest you go take a look at. I ain't taking much time to make it, but I'm proud of the motherfucker. But yeah, like I always say, I like talking about life and life experience. Every day is a journey into understanding this thing we call life. And I believe God gave us the ability to retain our memories, both future, uh, for hindsight into the future, as well as, uh, you know, just a roadmap. And so I got cougar problems, y'all. I don't know what it is. Um, I'm a pretty confident guy, and I think I look alright. I ain't gonna sit here and say, oh, I think I'm ugly and blah, or I think I'm the sexiest motherfucker out here. You know, I'm fine with who I am, what I look like. For some reason, these old bitches, they just can't get enough. I'm like, God damn, give me a break. I mean, the first time this happened, and this is all recent too, y'all. This has happened in the last, I'd say like since my brother got home. My brother got home like 2.5, 3 months ago, and all this popped up. Then when we got home, we went to the bar, and we went to a bar down in Hamden. I've talked about Hamden in the past in my other videos. If you need you need to get caught up on what Hamden is and why I don't really go to Hamden much, go watch the other videos. But I'm down in Hamden, and at this fucking like piece of shit ass bar with my brother. And but it was all cool. I saw some people in there that I knew that I hadn't seen in a long fucking time. Yeah, that was me farting. Yeah, so I'm in the bar and everything, seeing some people I hadn't seen in a long time. Actually having a pretty good time. And towards the end of the night, I went out to go smoke. My brother went out with me too. He knew the lady and everything, so they're having a little conversation. I put my little 2 cents in there, and I kept seeing her like look at me when I'm not even saying shit. I'm drunk, so I'm not making any fucking sense. But she's looking at me like I'm fucking a prophet or something. Like I've been walking with Jesus or something. I mean, she's looking at me like I'm a piece of candy and she just wants to eat me. And so my brother goes inside, leaves me out there, and she starts making all these little innuendos and stuff, and it's making me feel real uncomfortable. Because number one, she's older. She's probably a good like 60. Even though later on she told me she was like 40 something. She said she was like 47. Asked me how she looked and everything. I'm like, no, that ain't right. She asked me how old do I think she is, and I found out that's like a recurring theme for the Cougars, because they all seem to ask me that shit. But so I smoked my cigarette down real quick. I don't even think I finished. I think I put out like halfway, and I went back inside. So we all get ready to leave. The owner is a piece of shit. He was basically like, okay, that's it. Drink your shit and get the fuck out. That's real shit right there. That's what he said. But yeah, we getting ready to leave out of there, and then my brother saying goodbye and everything, and a couple people I knew that knew hers that was saying goodbye. I never met this bitch in my life. But I go to shake her hand, and she pulls me in. And she was like, I'm looking for a young man that's not afraid to take a more older lady out. And that's not afraid of age. I'm like, oh no, bitch, you better kick rocks and blow bubbles. I ain't for that bullshit. And and this she gotta be like 60, white lady that's been in the bar like probably every fucking night getting fucked up. So you can imagine her shit's all fucked up. But yeah, something that's just a one-time occurrence. No, I work at the flea market with my father on the weekends. Shit happened to me like the following week. I'm in there and it's like the end of the day and everything. And so the lady's walking past. She stops, looks back at me, and she starts fucking getting weak in the knees and shit. Talking about, oh. Because I said, my father always says, say hello to the customers and everything. Even if they're not your customer and they just walk past, say hello. You know, they might just be happy that you said hello and come and take a look. So I'm like, hello, how you doing? And she's like, oh, we get the knees. Oh, much better since I see you. She's like, oh, good God. And she kept, complimenting me. And I don't know what to do with that fucking, when that happens. I mean, I'm flattered and everything, but you can't pay too much into that because the other motherfuckers that go out there, and it's not for me. That's all I'm saying. And the worst part about that one was that she had her husband or her boyfriend or whatever right there with her. I mean, it was unfucking comfortable. And then 2 more times. I mean, tonight it happened again. And this bitch was bug-eyed, gut hanging out around the entire midsection. I mean, it looked like she had a fucking big-ass donut pasted on her motherfucking stomach. Just sticking out around her fucking, her pants and shit. And then her eyes was all bulging out and bloodshot and shit. And I had my niece, and she's like, oh, you're a pretty little girl. My niece like, oh, yeah, yeah. And she's like, oh, and you're handsome. Oh, I see where she gets from. You're fucking sexy as shit. And I'm like, damn, my little nephews and nieces right here. And you use that language number one, and then on top of that, you fucking, that's just uncomfortable. I mean, and then she had a little bit of an odor going, so, kind of smell like a little bit like cow cock and onion. If you don't know cow cock and onion smell like, you working all day out in the hot sun and shit, go home and rub your shit and smell that shit. That's what she kind of had a little reminiscent odor of. But, yeah, so, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know. I think that Ashton Kutcher, I think he fucked this shit up for everybody. But, yeah, I got problems, y'all. Between that and crazy motherfuckers acting just outlandish. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, I thought I'd just share that with y'all. 7 minutes talking about these old bitches, hollering at me and shit. I'm gonna ask Jay Levine, he make a video. If y'all don't know, a couple fucking YouTube channels I really like if I just need some, lighten the mood and need some comedy. I go and watch Jenna Marbles, check out the Hodge Twins, Jerry Levine, of course. I used to like Timothy De La Ghetto, but I think at a certain point it becomes so much of a business grind that, it loses some of its spontaneity, which I enjoy with Jerry Levine and Jenna Marbles and the Hodge Twins. I mean, he still does his thing and everything. He puts a lot of work into it, so I can't knock him for it. I just haven't watched a whole lot of his stuff, recently, like I used to back in the past. But, yeah, always comment, rate, subscribe, I'm not looking for 1 million views. I'm just looking to share my story. So, peace out, y'all.